Hey, what's up, everybody? So, turn this down a little bit. So, I'm still on my way home, right? I'm in North Carolina right now. So, my trip got extended. I'm coming from SkullFest for anyone who hasn't been keeping up. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about some things. First of all, let's talk about the reviews for the trip to SkullFest. Everybody was like, when everybody got to SkullFest, everyone was like, yo, man, we watched your morning video, we was getting gas, and then you said there's going to be more videos, and then there was more videos. And then I had people even at SkullFest saying, where are the rest of the videos, dude? So here's what happened, right? I was driving out. I actually made two stops total, right? The first stop was at a Walmart because I had to the bathroom bad. Like I had to pee. Like he was like, I'm like a 12-year-old little boy. No, 5-year-old boy. Like I had to pee. Running around holding on. Oh, by the way, I'm still in the Marriott hotel room. I'll get to that more in a minute. So I had to stop at the Walmart and I had to use the bathroom. While I was at the Walmart, I made two stops. Okay, while at the Walmart, I saw some legends in there. A good bit of legends. I'm not going to tell you where that Walmart is. I'm going to say it's in South Carolina, but I'm not going to tell you where. It might be North Carolina. It's in South Carolina. Not going to tell you where because you might go back and get my shit. Even though I took my shit and I stashed it. Anyways, I started to shoot a video while I was in there, but then I decided that maybe it wouldn't be the most interesting thing for you because it's a Walmart, and plus I was in a rush and I wanted to get back in the car and get on the road. Had a 10-hour trip. That's why I didn't shoot the videos in there. Second stop was me picking up my Soldier Tins! So, LeBron James Soldier Tins, right? Still got to put them on my feet. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to rock them, like, with the straps. You know, so you got straps. I like straps. I'm not really a sneaker person, but I've become a sneaker person. Big thanks to Tyler Leet, right? He's got me on this sneaker kick, but they got to have straps. And it's all about making up for not having the mags, right? The Nike mags, which are the Back to the Future Nikes. And then the Alien Stompers, someone screwed me on, but made sure they got theirs. I'm looking at you, Tyler. So, but yeah, shout out to my homeboy Tyler for getting me onto this whole sneaker thing. I can't help it. Like, typically I feel, okay, this is a side note. I feel like a man, a distinguished gentleman, should have at least one pair or two pairs of good sneakers, right? Stylish sneakers, right? And then, of course, have a good pair of sneakers for working out, be it running, CrossFit, or whatever. Like, as myself, I have a CrossFit pair, and I use that for all my workout and stuff like that. And then you should have, your dress shoes, your loafers, your Oxfords, things like that, right? And that's more my thing, boots. I do like boots. I like boots. I love boots, right? And I'm talking about like Timberland boots. When I was younger, yeah. And you should have a pair of rugged boots to look raw. And for me, they're Uggs. This is a whole other review, but we're gonna get back to it in a minute. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of fashion stuff, right? So I have two pair of Ugg boots that I like. That I have some dress boots. That I have some casual boots. And that's just what I'm into. That's what I like. Because I feel like when you're spending that money on your shoes, that's what it should be spent on. But Tyler got me into the sneaker thing, and I've been on it. So for me, when I get a sneaker, it's got to have straps, and I figure out how I'm rocking straps. Okay, enough on that. So. I made my trip up to North Carolina. Made my trip up to Virginia. Long trip. Oh my God, it was a long trip. But I was really excited. I saw the one comic book shop when I finally got there, and that was over there by a university. When I first got into Virginia, I can't remember the name of the university, but there were a lot of university life there, if I can say that, right? Ironically enough, that was also a restroom break because I had to pee, dog. Like I had to pee. So I made my stop there. Took a bathroom break. Went inside of the Barnes and Nobles there near the university, but there was nothing inside of there. And then I stopped at a comic book store while I was getting nagged by Tyler for not answering a phone call. Tyler, big ups to Tyler. And then I got back on the road and I headed out to Adam's house. It was so freaking awesome to meet Adam, like face to face. We talk all the time on the phone, and then we have our Dueling Duos chat where myself, Tyler, Bobby, and Adam were constantly communicating. Right? It was so cool to finally meet Adam. Okay, spoilers. Adam looks exactly like he sounds. He looks exactly like he sounds. He's tall, right? He reminds me of I got a best friend, like my buddy, man. He's my brother. This guy's my brother. We grew up together. This is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like slit my wrist and give him the blood. James Smith. That's my brother, dude. So and Adam reminds me a lot of him, like him. He looks like him. They're both in shall we say, public service to the public, but two different fields, two different ranges. But he reminds me a lot of it, so maybe that's why it's even more so easier for me to I don't know, to connect with him, because it's cool. But he's real cool. Adam's a real cool dude, right? So he gives me the so he got some footage and some videos too. It's a pic, so I put that up too. He gives me the walk around of the Adam cave, the Russman cave, right? So he's got like 40K shit everywhere. He's got like loads of it. Like his 40K collection and display would put anyone's toy collection to shame. It's fucking sick, right? And then he starts breaking down the story of 40K. Now, I really typically don't give a fuck about this kind of shit. I'm not, my nerd don't swing that way. And I told him that as we started, like, listen, my nerd don't swing that way. But my little brother, my brother Rob, who you might see him on Facebook, and he's got a fit group as well as a, I'll throw that down in the information below, as well as a Let's Talk. He's got a group called Let's Talk Games, board games, which is for, like, you guys know that 40K and Warhammer and all that other shit that I know nothing about, right? So I took pictures for my brother, because I know my brother would love this shit, right? And I sent the pictures to my brother while I was talking to Adam, and he went crazy, like, where the hell are you? Like that, right? So I'm going to put him in contact with Adam, because Adam, they have a group, 40K club. Maybe I get the information from Adam, put that in the information down below, so you guys can have more information on that if you want to contact him, if he wants you to contact him. I don't know if he wants to even talk to you. He may not want to deal with you like that. I don't know, but I'll put it down there below, and you guys can check it out. So yeah. So he gives me the walkthrough. He's breaking down these stories, right? And so this 40K thing, for you guys who don't know, you guys may not know, but I know now. So the 40K deal has like this really elaborate story behind it, right? It's really, really interesting, right? So I'm checking it out. I'm looking at his little miniatures, and his layout is insane. Like the table layout with the world they play in and everything. It's insane. Like if my nerd swung a little bit, like I would have to get a little bit of nerd, I would get a little bit of 40K nerd training in. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever watch the porn, and then shit pop up, and it'd be like some just training this, some training that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I got into this stuff. I'm just saying that this stuff when you watching some porn and shit, and all this shit pop up. You know what I'm saying? It's like training this, training you on that. Basically, it's like a flash the image, and it brings you into it. I don't know. But I'm saying, if my nerd training got a little bit of that, I can see myself getting into that. And it kind of is what happened, because he was reading shit to me, and I was like getting drawn in, I'm getting sucked in. I'm like, oh shit. You know what? I'm going to make this video just a straight video about the Adam Russman experience, I think, and the 40K experience. And then I'm going to do another video on the recap of the SkullFest thing, because this is getting pretty in deep. So, so he gives me this breakdown of it, and he's telling me about the story, and as he's doing it, he's putting the books out in front of me for the stories, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on a time crunch, so I gotta move quick. And he's putting these stories out in front of me, he's putting these books out, and he's going through the stories, and the stories are really freaking deep. Like it's about these warp holes, these wormholes, and the Galactic Marines or Space Marines or whatever they're called. You may have seen the animation they did. It was really weak, but the story was really good. They travel through these things, right? Well, when people have these emotions, fear, angry, anxiety, blah, 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 it goes to the other world. We're going to call it the upside down. A little Stranger Things for you. And it's creating these demons, these creatures called chaos, right? And so they are drawing from it. Something happens where they destroy man's ability to get through the wormholes. And then this king is this entity who's like Neo, the one, and Adam, correct me in the comments below if, or any of you nerds, correct me in the comments below if I'm getting this kind of wrong. I'm just saying, I'm not fucking proficient at it. I'm just telling you the story as I remember it. Get off my back. All right. So, this guy, he's like the Neo. He's arisen through history multiple times in multiple faces and shit like that. He's creating a different way for man to travel through these little wormholes, right? And like man, there are different clans, and they all not that clan. There's different clans of man, and they're on these different worlds, right? And different planets. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say the Indians are on this planet, and the Italians are on this planet. Blah blah blah. Right? So this guy, he's a white guy, so I'm just saying he couldn't have been anything else. He's immortal, but he has to be white. So I'm just saying. So this guy, and they had this dope image of him sitting on this throne thing where they got the stuff plugged into him, and he's using his power. I think this is Horus. Or Horus was his son. It's some shit like that. Because there's the sons of Horus. There's a lot of information, dude. I'm just saying, there's a lot of shit there. It's really cool. So I'm reading this. He's telling me the stories. He's laying his books out. So the ones that interest me the most. The Chaos Demons, of course. I like that shit. I like the evil shit. I'm not gonna lie. Then there's these entities. They were gas clouds, and they got put into a form, and they had these people make them into more physical shapes, and they tricked the people and turned those people into these creatures. I don't really know what to call them. I can't remember the name. Something like they're elfins or something. Fuck if I know. They remind me of that fucking video game, Soul Reaver. I think it's Soul Reaver. But the guy, he has no jaws. He got the fucking wrap around his head. He pulls it down and sucks your soul up. It kind of look like that. But it's a cool story. Anyways, if you want to find out more about that story or those stories, there's actually audio books on YouTube. All of them on YouTube, and you can watch them shits, and you get all the fucking information. Because I've been plugged in the whole time. I had my headphones. These are my headphones right now. I had them plugged, my earbuds. I had them plugged in, and I'm listening to the story the whole time. I'm sleeping, listening to the story. I'm awake, listening to the story. I'm driving, listening to the story. And I'm listening to it some more. I like this shit. It's really interesting. I can read all these shits. All right, I can't really read them, but I can listen to them. Audiobooks. So that's my breakdown on 40K Hammer, Warhammer, whatever it's called. Out of here.